there was a hashtag on social media.
Yep.
Justice for Ransford. I'm sure you've seen it.
Yes.
The voice of sports.
Lots of comments have been made. There were lots of explanations that were given. But key to the communication was that a young boy, age 16, Ransford Owusu Ansa of blessed memory. A young boy who was hoping to become possibly the next Lionel Messi or Ronaldo or the next Asamoah Gyan, lost his life whilst pursuing his dream of becoming a footballer. According to the reports, the young man died after or because of
Sporty FM.
an alleged act of sodomy with fingers being pointed at his coach at an academy called Siano Soccer Academy. That I'm correct?
Yeah.
It was a matter that was in the news, triggered a reaction from the police,
Yes.
triggered a reaction from the gender ministry, children and gender and children's ministry. Lots of commentary on the matter on social media platforms. And it has become one of the key issues on the plate of football people today. Nathan, may the soul of the young man rest in peace.
Amen.
When I saw this story,
Sporty
Nathan,
FM.
the first thing that came to mind was how we had missed a very crucial step in trying to seek proper justice for this boy. You remember the case of Dr. Ali Gabas? Let me take your mind back a bit. He was a doctor at a hospital in Takrady, in Sekendi Hospital there, Ali Gabas, when he was accused of sodomizing a young boy. I'm sure you remember the story. It took the investigative prowess of a certain Manasseh Azuri to help the police nail this doctor. The sad part of that matter was that after sodomizing the boy even contracted HIV. That was how sad that matter was. Yes, I've just been reminded. So he was senior medical officer at Ify and Kwanta Regional Hospital in Sekendi. And he did that to a 16-year-old boy.
Sporty.
Manasseh got wind of the situation, got wind of the story, used his investigative prowess to nail the doctor to confess to having committed such an act. The doctor put together a strong team of medical experts, legal experts, went to court, tried to defend his case, tried to make a case for himself, but he was jailed 25 years.
Okay.
Dr. Ali Gabas. That is the first time I saw the work of a journalist actually help deal with a matter of such magnitude. Okay. Nathan, when the parents of Ransford got wind of this matter, where did they go, Nathan? Sadly, this matter started on Antina. Sadly. For whatever reason, the boy's mother went to Antina. I don't know. Maybe it was a platform she felt was going to help her.
Yeah.
This is Sporty FM.
But
the
fact
voice
of the matter
sports.
remains that this matter should have gone to the police immediately.
Yeah.
Whether she felt the police were going to give her justice or not, I don't know. Whether she felt the police were going to investigate this matter properly or not, I don't know. But Nathan, in January, she granted an interview on that platform.
January this year.
Yes. In March, the boy died. It means that between January and March, there was a lot of time for this matter to be properly investigated.
Yeah.
Now, Nathan, where are we now? The young man has passed. The boy who had all the evidence, the boy who had all the facts to possibly validate the allegations or the accusations, was in hospital around that time, sadly passed in March. Nathan, vital information that could have helped the police deal with this matter, vital information, was under the bridge. Because, Nathan, of course, dead people don't talk. So now, the police will now have to find different angles to investigate this matter, to properly bring justice, to bring this matter to a conclusive end, and serve justice to the late Ransford Owusu Ansah.
Yeah.
Nathan, sometimes, some of these issues, let us seek redress from the appropriate court. Whether we believe they can help us or not, Nathan, let us push the agenda at the right places. Now, Nathan, the police have spoken. What have the police said in this matter?
Well, they put out
Nathan, help me with the police statement.
Okay, so the statement was put out on the 8th of November.
Right.
And it says that the homicide unit of the Ghana Police Service is investigating the circumstances surrounding the death of Ransford Owusu, a 16-year-old boy who was allegedly sexually abused by a coach at Siano Soccer Academy. Preliminary investigations have established that after the death of Ransford in February this year, his mother, Ama Santua, reported to the Amasaman police that her son used to be a junior footballer at the Siano Soccer Academy, and he had fallen ill and died on the 28th of February. She indicated to the police that before her son's demise, he had confided in her that this or his coach, Coach Ibrahim, had sexually abused him. Again, I read the statement as I see it.
Of course.
The case was subsequently taken over by the homicide unit of the CID, the headquarters. On November 4, the suspect, Coach Ibrahim, was arrested to assist the investigation. He was interrogated. His statement was taken and later granted bail to be reporting at the CID HQ.
Fantastic.
A review of the medical report so far submitted by the deceased mother from the Konfanochi Teaching Hospital and the Maternal and Child Health Hospital, Kumasi, suggests that the deceased was treated for liver and kidney-related conditions. Efforts are ongoing by the police to obtain the deceased medical report from the Konfanochi Teaching Hospital and the Maternal and Child Health Hospital, or the Children's Hospital in Kumasi, for confirmation. Since both facilities had provided medical care to the deceased prior to his demise. Accordingly, a court order has been secured to be served on both hospitals since earlier formal requests had been denied.
Right.
The statement goes on to say, meanwhile, a viral video involving suspect Ibrahim and a minor in a compromising situation. Okay, following that viral video, the police have extended investigations into the matter, and we would therefore like all persons with any credible information that can assist the investigation to contact the homicide unit of the CID HQ or the nearest police station. The statement is signed by Madam Grace Ansah Akrufi, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Director General Public Affairs.
So, Nathan, you see how complicated this matter has become. So, after the death of the boy, we now sought to bring the police in.
Yes. Per the police statement, it was after the boy died.
After the boy died.
That's when the mother came.
When the boy was alive, we decided to go elsewhere. But you see, Nathan, we will not blame anybody in this matter. The mother, obviously, for lack of possibly knowledge on some of these things, decided to use the approach she used. It didn't get the result she wanted, or the result or the attention the matter needed. After the death, and I keep saying that a lot of evidence has been swept aside, swept under the carpet, because of some of the steps that were taken. Nathan, the police are now giving us medical records of possible cause of death. So now, that explanation or that initial commentary that came out that the boy died out of being sodomized. Now, in any court of law, you would have to prove the causal relation between the boy's death and that allegation of sodomy. If you are not able to prove that, the man who is being accused walks. That is how complicated we've made this matter. And that is how we are possibly going to allow somebody who may be or may not be guilty to possibly walk free because of how we've handled this matter. But Nathan, having said all this, key questions will not arise as to how the academic system runs in Ghana. What is the role of the regulator in all of this?
The regulator being the
Ghana Football Association.
Very good.
When this young man passed, did the FA know? Did the FA get wind of this particular matter involving this particular academy? What did they do? Did they investigate this matter to ascertain the state of the children that are in that particular academy? To even do their own investigations to see if there's any truth or otherwise in this particular matter?
Sporty
The
FM.
silence of the FA since Friday till now is worrying for me. Because, look, Nathan, whether it is an accusation or an allegation, it raises questions on how the academic system is run in Ghana. And FIFA provides a framework, guidelines, regulations, and resources that member associations must follow in terms of club licensing regulations and talent development schemes. Okay? So Nathan, if you go into FIFA, there's a regulatory framework. And what does it talk about? Registration and licensing of academies with national football federations. For example, the Ghana Football Association. So Siano Soccer Academy, if indeed it is an academy that works in this country, must be and should be registered at the Ghana Football Association. Once they come under the umbrella of the Ghana Football Association, there's a framework and guideline that they must adhere to.
Sporty FM, the
One.
voice of sport.
The legal structure of the academy, it must be registered to comply with local business laws in this country. So, it must be properly registered. Compliance with FIFA regulations. Nathan, the academies must adhere to FIFA regulations, statutes, transfer of players, particularly concerning the protection of minors. FIFA is very heavy on the protection of minors in Article 19 of their statutes. And then, one other very, very crucial guideline that national associations must make sure these academies stick to is compliance, is child protection and safeguarding. Nathan, child protection and safeguarding. So strict child protection policies and safeguarding measures, including background check of all staff that manage these kids, as well as parental consent. Nathan, key point two, child protection and safeguarding. Nathan, let us ask the Ghana Football Association. All the academies in this country, have they developed this child protection and safeguarding policy to regulate how academies work in this country? Have they done thorough checks on the staff that manage these boys to ascertain their mental states or some of the behavioral traits they have? Because this is the level at which those kids
Sporty FM.
gain knowledge.
Yep.
What you teach them now is what they grow with. If you have a bad character, there's a possibility that these children may copy from sin. So in terms of safeguarding and child protection, how much work has the FA done? The FA should be telling us. We go on to talk about infrastructure and facilities. Clearly, FIFA has marked that. Nathan, these days, so today at Sporty FM, if I have one small room down there, and I have eye for young talent, and I go and bring them and house them in that small room, 15 of them, I put them on mattresses in that small room, and I put a name on the Sporty Academy. I've started an academy. Parents will now believe in that and bring their kids to me. But FIFA says no. The academy should have adequate and well-maintained facilities, as well as pitches and facilities that will help develop the sport, develop the talent of these boys. Nathan, how many academies can boast of proper residential accommodation for their
Sporty
kids, as well as pitches or infrastructure that should help develop talent. How many of them? So today, if you go to Juventus Academy, if you go to Right to Dream, they have it. Can you say same for Siano Football Academy? Can you say same for all the other mushroom academies around? All the academies who are grooming people's young children? Can you say same? What has the regulator been doing in all of these matters? Have they done what they are supposed to do as a regulator to safeguard these children? The FA should be answering questions. They talk about supporting facilities for these kids, office space for management, coaches, and medical staff if necessary. On-site accommodation should feature classrooms and gyms, which are optional. But Nathan, we all know that academies are supposed to develop these kids beyond football.
Yeah.
And FIFA has made it clear that, look, it is possible these kids may not end up playing football.
The voice of sport.
They may not be good enough to possibly continue their career as footballers. So, FIFA again makes the provision that these boys be educated. So that if football fails, these boys can have careers in other fields. Nathan, is that not the case?
Yeah, it is.
Can you say same for all most of the academies that are around?
No.
So it is just about the football. You organize these boys, you carry them in Aboboya to a nearby pitch, they finish playing, they come back, what they eat, what they drink, nobody knows. Okay? That is the state of play of most of the academies in this country. FIFA also requires that when you are trying to coach and develop these players, you hire qualified coaches with certification from national and international governing bodies. Nathan, these academies we see today. So Nathan today has an academy. Nathan only has eye for sporting talent, but Nathan hasn't gone through any FIFA coaching or any local coaching professional badge. But Nathan says he's a coach. All the young boys come to him, they call him coach, and that is it. All sorts of things are happening in these academies. Ghana Football Association, are you concerned? Are you concerned about who imparts knowledge into these young kids who want to be the future stars? FIFA is clear on that as well. So Nathan, when you even go on to the bigger picture, the financial and operational sustainability of these academies, FIFA is clear on a financial model that would bring in revenue.
Sporty FM.
The going concern of these academies is important to FIFA, and that is why that model is also available. Nathan, today, the academies we see around, do they look like academies that are sustainable over a period if they don't sell players or if they don't get money from other sources? Even the structures they use, the facilities they have, what the kids eat, they don't have dietitians. Look, Nathan, you go to an academy, you see a young footballer eating gari and shito with sardine. No, this is the state of play.
Yeah.
These are the academies. When these kids are sick, they do not have medical facilities to take care of them. So if the coach or whoever is managing them decides to self-medicate, he's possibly going to give them malaria medication. They do not have qualified medical professionals. Look, Nathan, if you are looking for justice for Ransford, his death must be the turning point of how academies are regulated in this country. The FA must bite hard and make sure academies are properly set up. Nathan, why are we talking about right to dream? Why do we talk about right to dream so highly?
Yeah.
Because of the standards.
Yeah. They tick all the boxes.
So why is right to dream doing it, but Siano Soccer Academy can't do it? For some of these allegations to be coming up against an academy like that. Nathan, right from the start, a lot of structures are broken. So issues like this would happen, and Siano Soccer Academy would think it's not important. But Nathan, protecting the kids is important. And that is why me, in all of this, I am going straight for the Ghana Football Association. They have not done what they are supposed to do. And that is why today, whether the man is guilty or not, whether the allegations are true or not, it will be difficult for us to ascertain the truth. And people may walk free because the right things haven't been done right from the start. I'm disappointed. A lot of people are disappointed. A lot of us are disappointed because the justice in terms of dealing with whoever may have done this or not, we may never get there. We may not get there. But Nathan, justice for this young man would only be seen or would only be achieved if the FA, as a matter of urgency, cracks the whip on all of these mushroom academies around, masquerading around as academies, exploiting young children. Whether they are teaching them proper football basics or not, we don't even know. Listen, that is where it's going to start from. They must clamp down on all of these academies and make sure the right things are done in accordance with the frameworks and guidelines and regulations that FIFA spells out. Until then, I am sorry to say that a lot of our young talents may suffer some of these fates, and they may not have the voice to speak, and they may not have the voice to seek justice in some of these things. Everything now goes back to the Ghana Football Association. Their silence on this matter is worrying. And they must know that ultimate responsibility in all of this falls on them. If academies are licensed in this country, they should list all of them and what requirements they've met. Because, Nathan, parents would continue to trust some of these academies to manage their kids.
Yeah.
Because parents do not know what is involved. All they know is their kids have talent. And their kids have to go out there and play and become successful. But where they go matter. Where these kids go matter a great deal to the development of their career. And so, Nathan, today, it's a very sad situation. It's a very sad matter. It should never happen again. And that is where justice for me should sit. That this thing should not happen again. That we'll come back and sit on there and discuss a matter like this. Because the safeguarding principle and the protection of children in terms of a clear policy has not been implemented. It's a very sad morning for some of us. But this could have been avoided if somebody woke up and did the right things and ensured that the right things are done. Nathan, we should never revisit some of these things. Even if that man walks, he should live with the guilt of whatever. That is, if it is true. But Nathan, never again should we revisit a topic like this. Because all of these things are very avoidable and very preventable. Nathan, I rest my case.